Yo, what is up, guys? I am Heydog, host of the HDG Fantasy Football channel. In this video, I'm going to go over players you should trade for, players you should be looking off your waiver wire, and just players that are going to help you week 15 through 17 for your fantasy football playoffs. But let's get right into it. Starting off, we are going to go straight into our quarterbacks. We have Jordan Love. Okay, now I know that he isn't putting up crazy points, as you can see here, 15, 20, 10, 30, 14, 13. Nothing crazy. But he's starting to have to throw the ball more. This defense is struggling, okay? Now they're getting to the quarterback and everything like that, but they're still giving up points. I mean, they gave up that game against Arizona should have never been close. But this defense is struggling. Josh Jacobs is hurting, causing Jordan Love to have to throw the ball more. So, if you look at their schedule right here in the playoffs, week 15 is tough. So maybe look for a different week 15. But then they go against the Bears and Baltimore. Those are two of the worst defenses you can, or two of the best, I should say, that you can go against. These guys are struggling, absolutely, and I think that week 16 and 17, they're going to be trying to fight for maybe top of their division, maybe even a 1 seed. I don't know. We'll see. This has been a weird year for the NFL. But week 15, look for a different quarterback, which actually I think the next quarterback that I talk about would actually fit perfect. But you got to go into there and go get you a quarterback that's going to be steady and putting up points for those big weeks that you need. So, Jordan Love, go get him. Go trade for him. Probably don't have to trade much because he's not putting up that much, or go grab him off your waiver wire. Now, the next quarterback we have is Dak Prescott. Now, this is more of a guy that you need to just go trade for, so you have a steady quarterback. He is putting up some great points. He's putting up, the last 4 weeks, 35, 31, 22, 26. This is a quarterback you need to go trade for. He does actually have a tougher schedule with playoffs and everything. Goes against the Vikings week 15, Chargers week 16, and the Commanders week 17. I love that matchup in week 17. But this is a quarterback that is top tier. You may need sorry guys. You may need to trade something that's more that you have to give up a piece. But this is a quarterback that's gonna kind of change your game. You know, I mean, if he's putting up 30-point games, and if you're giving away like a, I don't even know, like a Bill Krosky Merritt, you know, that might be worth it, just strictly due to the fact that he's putting up more points than your quarterback already, more than likely, if you're watching this for quarterbacks. Because, I mean, if you start certain quarterbacks that are only getting you 14, that quarterback and Bill combined, Dak's putting up more points than them. It's combined. Now, quarterback you guys need to be trading away is Caleb Williams. I mean, this guy, he is so inconsistent. He puts up decent numbers against crappy defenses, but this guy's schedule, I'm not even going to show you his points that he scored already, but his schedule, the Browns, Packers, Niners. Now, Browns, great defense, maybe the best defense in the league. Packers, top 5. They struggle. They do give up some points, but I mean, by week 16, hopefully they're able to shut down this Bears defense. And then the Niners. I mean, you saw them shut down the Falcons, which, I mean, Falcons and Bears offense are kind of different at this point, but I mean, look at that schedule. You don't want to have any part of that schedule. So my recommendation, these next 3 weeks, they have great meetups. I would try to trade him after the Bengals game. See what you can go get. Caleb should have a good game for the next 2 games. So for me, go and, see what you can trade Caleb Williams for. Maybe Caleb Williams in a piece, and go grab another player. Maybe go try to go get Dak Prescott and see, even if you have to throw in a little extra on there. But yeah, go trade Caleb Williams after these next 2 weeks. He should have a decent game, if not a really good game for these next 2 weeks. Get rid of him. You don't want any part of that for your playoffs. Next up, we have the running backs. And to start it off, we are going to start with Chase Brown. You can probably buy him low. I know he had a decent game against Pittsburgh, but still a lot of people are very torn on if they trust Chase Brown, which I get. But at the same time, this guy's playoff schedule, I mean, he's 11, 8, 17. If he doesn't, I mean, he had a great game. He was breaking off a ton of runs. That was a weird game between the Steelers and them. So you can kind of justify that with, whoever you're trying to get Chase Brown from. But look at his playoff schedules, guys. Baltimore, one of the worst rush defense. Miami, one of the worst rush defense. Arizona, one of the worst rush defenses. Chase Brown has literally the perfect schedule for your running backs during the playoffs. And, I mean, realistically, you can get him probably for cheap. And the problem is, guys, if this team does not actually start winning games, they might throw in the towel at this point. But if they are still relevant and they're still winning games, I mean, they're coming off just a win against the Steelers. But this is a must add. This is a huge guy that you need to have for your playoffs. This is a great pickup, and you will be coming back to this video and thanking me if Chase Brown does blow up like I think he will. Now, our next one, this is kind of a tough one after this last week he had. I mean, but it is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. He's coming off a 5-point, 4-point, so kind of low games. The issue with this team is the injuries at this point. Now, without Debo, Terry McLaurin, Jaden Daniels might have a knee injury. Jaden Daniels isn't lasting, apparently. It didn't do any long-term damage, so that is good. But if they do fall off, this guy kind of falls off of my must-adds for playoffs. But if you look at his schedule, guys, you have the Giants, Philadelphia, who is apparently struggling to stop the run. If Jalen Carter's in, that does change. But if Jalen Carter is out, then it's wheels up. He's going crazy. And then Dallas. This is a great playoff schedule for your running backs. The problem is, like I said, the injuries are hurting this team. They might be throwing in the towel at this point. In the season at week 14, 15 kind of thing, because they go Denver, Minnesota. So tread with caution on this one. But in a week or two, because we are getting to the trade deadline, this is a player that you need to be going for if you can see them trying to make a playoff run week 15, 16, 17, 18. Running back that you need to get rid of 100% is Isaiah Pacheco. Now, the good part is, if you sell him right now, he did just come off a 12-point game. I mean, it was just pretty much because of that touchdown. Brashard Smith is starting to take touches. Kareem Hunt is still part of that. So it's kind of an issue. I mean, 8, 6, 12. The name value alone might get you something good. But if you look at his schedule right here, guys, he goes against the Chargers. Tennessee is a good matchup just because Tennessee sucks. And then Denver. These are not good matchups. These are tough run defenses. And I just honestly think that you're better off shipping them off now. Try to get maybe wait after this week because they are going against the Commanders. If he has another pop week, you could hold on to him for this week. Kind of just hope that he's the one that scores the touchdowns. But then ship him off, guys. He has a tough schedule. He goes to Denver, Colts. Dallas is good, but I mean, 2-3 weeks go leading into playoffs. If you guys are like me, I'm sitting at 4-3 in my main league, and you guys need to be putting in players that are going to win you down the road. Okay, now let's get into the wide receivers. This is my number one wide receiver that you need to pick up, and it's honestly not going to be that expensive. Jordan Addison. This guy is going to be huge. I mean, you see in his 3-game span, 20, 15, 26. This guy is option 1B for this offense. Carson Wentz likes feeding him. Love this schedule. I mean, look at this schedule, guys. This is crazy. He has 1, maybe 2 bad matchups for the rest of the season, and then it just wheels up. I mean, look at this playoff schedule. Cowboys, trash. Giants, trash. Lions, okay, but they do give up a lot of passing yards almost every game. So for me, this is a money pickup. This is a guy, I just traded Ladd McConkey for Jordan Addison, and it's exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to set my team up. Like I said, I'm 4-3, but I feel like even with the guys that I'm trading for, this is a perfect situation. This is exactly what I want to do. I want to be able to put up points now, but not put up nearly as much points because certain guys have better schedules, aka Quinshon Judkins. But down the road, I want to be set up for week 15, 16, 17. So this is a great pickup. This is a great start. He's already putting up points right now. So a lot of people are still like, you know what, when JJ comes back, which was my biggest fear. But if Carson Wentz wins this game and puts on a good show on tomorrow night, this is going to be a great start for you. This is going to be a great pickup. But our second wide receiver is going to be Juwan Jennings. Now, you could either go Juwan Jennings or Ricky Pearsall. I feel like you're going to have to pay more for Ricky Pearsall. So this is a very easy person to trade for, especially with, I mean, look at these numbers, guys. He's missed 2 games, 1 point, 7 points, 6 points. But he does play against the Saints, puts up 23 points. This team has been hurt. It's been a bad setup and everything like that. But look at this playoff schedule. So like I said, this could be Juwan Jennings or Ricky Pearsall. I didn't really want to, so the 2-for-1 kind of thing. Tennessee Titans, trash. Colts, they seem to always be in shootouts. They give up a ton of points. They give up a lot of air yards. And then the Bears. And I mean, we all know the Bears are pretty much the same thing as the Colts. So great playoff schedule, 100%. And they do go against Houston, Rams, and Cleveland. So 3 out of the next 4 weeks are tough. But then he gets a bye going into your playoffs, which is what you want to see. He gets a rest. Juwan Jennings has been hurt. Ricky Pearsall has been hurt. So right before your playoff run, you get a fresh wide receiver with fresh legs. Love to see that. I don't know. I mean, it is sketch because if you are right on the brink and you need to win week 14, maybe this isn't a trade you go for. But that playoff schedule is literally perfection. What you want to see. So for me, Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, great pickups. And to finish this off, like I said, I'm trying to give you guys one player to trade away. Brian Thomas Jr. Okay, this guy, I get it. I get it. You wasted a lot of draft capital. I mean, he's had 12, 23, 6. So you can go trade him away. You know, he's injured all of a sudden. Travis Hunter's starting to take touches. This is a guy that is struggling. He is dropping so many freaking passes, and it's very frustrating. He's getting targets 6, 10, 7, but in the last 3 weeks, I want to say he's dropped 4 passes, which is not what you want to see from your wide receiver one. And he goes against, now mind you, this is barring injuries and everything like that, and Sauce Gardner is hurt. But then week 15, he's probably going to get locked up with Sauce Gardner. Week 16, he gets PS2. Week 17 is a good matchup against the Colts. But those 15, 16, and I mean, then he goes against the Texans. He goes against the Chargers. I get it, but with Travis Hunter taking more snaps, with just him dropping passes, he doesn't look like a reliable target. So go and see if you can go get a better piece. Go and see if you can go get some of those guys I've already mentioned. But Brian Thomas Jr., in my opinion, is not worth the headache at all. Next, we go into tight ends. So my first one is Mason Taylor. This is a tough situation with any kind of Jets player just because they might be dead in the water at this point. You know, it's tough to gauge what this team's going to do, if they're going to ship people off. I don't see them shipping off Mason Taylor. He has been usable. He's been pretty good. I mean, he had 11, 17, 1, 6. So you can probably get him from cheap right now, maybe even off waivers. But then you go and look at his playoff schedule. He goes against Jacksonville in week 15. He also has Miami right in week 14, so not what a good matchup right before playoffs. Then he gets the Saints and then the Patriots. The Patriots like to blitz a lot, which leaves the tight end open a lot, especially if Tyrod Taylor is still starting for them. Mason Taylor has a great schedule. The Jets do like dumping it off to their tight end. So I love Mason Taylor going to this one. There's not much to say on that situation because I don't know how to gauge how the Jets are going to be at that point in the season. But then we also go into Hunter Henry. Sorry, guys, had to figure out where I was at. Hunter Henry right here. He goes against Buffalo, Baltimore, the Jets. Like I said, the Jets have a good secondary. Their linebackers also do like to give up yards. Hunter Henry has a great schedule. He has been kind of wishy-washy, 6, 5, 7. This Patriots offense is tough because, like I've said in multiple videos, the Patriots are one of those guys, or like one of those teams that 1 week it's Kayshon Boutte, 1 week it's Hunter Henry, 1 week it's Stephon Diggs. So it feels like they're trying to figure out who they want to live and die through. And the last 2 weeks it's kind of been Boutte, but either way, I mean, you see when he is getting fed, he is getting fed. So this is a great pickup. This is a team that should still definitely be relevant in 15, 16, 17. Sorry, guys, got a little indigestion. But then week 14, he also gets a bye. That's a great, what you want to see. Your tight end gets a rest. You know, he's been getting banged up all season. Goes against, and I mean, look at the week 12, 13, Bengals, Giants. Great schedule leading into this. So for me, Hunter Henry is a great pickup at tight end. And to finish it off, Kyle Pitts. Now, the biggest thing for this is, are the Falcons still going to be playoff contenders going into week 15? But, I mean, going before, I mean, he's had 12, 7, 7, 18, 4, 13. 7 points from your tight end is not the best, but with tight ends this year, I mean, I have Laporta, and he just got me 4 points. So, realistically, this isn't the best. Like, I mean, he's getting targets. I mean, 8, 5, 6, 5, 4, 10. So he's starting to get target more. It kind of feels like the Falcons are trying to figure out a way not to just only be successful through Bijan. Didn't work against the Niners. So for me, Kyle Pitts is a great pickup. As long as the Falcons are still playoff contenders, that is a great schedule that you want to see. You have week 15 Tampa Bay, week 16 Arizona, and week 17 the Rams, which is kind of a bad setup because the Rams are good against tight ends. But last time that Kyle Pitts went against the Rams, he put up like 18 points, one of his best fantasy games. He scored a touchdown, had like 80 yards. So if it's going from last season, this Rams matchup is actually good for him. But Kyle Pitts is a good pickup also at tight end. And then I was looking for defense. I only found one that was even usable for it. There's not a lot of weeks that you can have good matchups all throughout playoffs, week 15 through 17. But the only one I could find was the Texans. They get the Cardinals and then the Raiders. Both offenses are struggling. Arizona might be throwing in the towel at that point, the way they've been losing games. So for me, this is a good pickup. This is a team that has good 2 weeks. Then the Chargers. The Chargers are a little sketch start. But for me, this is the only defense I could find that has more than one good week matchup. So this is the defense I would go pick up right now. They might be throwing in the towel too because with injuries and everything like that, CJ Stroud, Nico Collins with the concussion. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. Please make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, what you guys trades. I always respond pretty quickly. But on that note, guys, I'm Hey Dog, and I'm out. Deuces.